Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, and whenever you watch this replay. I just want to say uh, I'm really excited to be here today. Energy is probably kind of a medium, don't get me wrong, but I'm just really excited for tomorrow. So I'll just get right down to it. Today we're going to do some jelly printing. I still need some more colors and everything for this other this other project that I was supposed to be doing for 100 days. So I really need some more jelly prints for that. More tone on tone jelly prints. And today we're going to play with what I call trash. You may have seen me do this before in one of my other lives, but we're going to go ahead and really dive into the trash and use trash for jelly printing. You will find that textures anywhere and everywhere, and you'll want to try it. And I have a new tool today that I want to try. So, but it's just the practice of making jelly prints when you are stressed out. How I want you to try that out. And I want you to drop a comment below on how that makes you feel and really explore that. Is it the texture? We've been talking about textures. Is it the texture of the paint? Is it the act of rolling paint out? Is it the act of taking stencils or trash and putting it on your gel plate? The That helps you relieve. Is it the act of pulling up the print because you just don't know how it's going to turn out? Is that what releases your mind? I want you to explore that and and in any of my lives as you're exploring jelly printing or making collages, drop a comment below and let me know how that resonates with you. I'm very curious. Um so let's see here. One second. Um so I'm very curious of how that will turn out for you. But today we'll go through that, and then also what I'm excited about tomorrow is our one on or our, not our one-on-ones, our Q&A calls. So if you're part of the community, don't forget we have a Q&A call tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central. And if you want to be part of our community to attend the Q&A call where I answer all your questions about jelly printing as you go through this 100-day journey, or any other questions about mixed media, those kinds of things, head on over to the community. Links below in the description. It's also on the screen as well. And join us tomorrow. It would be great to have you there, and definitely interested in your questions. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, 1 second. You like pulling the print, Christina? That's always exciting. Oh yeah, that's like a box of chocolates. You just never know what you're going to get. I mean, you could plan it out, but if you're really aiming to go for something in particular, you could probably plan it out and kind of get where you're going. But I always find it's like a box of chocolates because I'm not quite planning it out. But some people like to do that. There's some jelly printing artists that do plan out their gel prints. So, um, anyway, I just wanted to answer that question real quick for Christina, and or talk about that comment that she made there, because jelly printing is like, it can be a surprise, or it can be planned out, but again, it's a one print. It's a mono print. So, all right, we're gonna play with the blue family today, and look at some things there. With that, I will go a little bit over today, but it won't be much, um, because I have a couple other things that are going on this morning. A lot of things going on this morning. So the thing that I'm going to do today is tone on tone. Um, so we'll be working through that with our jelly prints. And one thing I thought about that would be an easy tool for anyone to use that makes an interesting effect. And it kind of goes back to what I've said before Need a little bit more paint. Um, where talked about viscosity of your paint. So I just wanted to show you this one little thing here um, that you may have seen. I don't know if you've seen on social media. I knew about it. I'd done it before. I just didn't put it on social media. But um, you could take water to your paint, and it will beat up. See how it's starting to beat up? If I just missed it, that's not going to really do anything. You got to do like the Tim Holtz thing where you kind of just put big drops of water on your plate. And the reason why that works is because the oil's in the gel plate and the paint itself repels the water, right? So that's what's going on there. So this effect takes just a minute. It also gives you those snowflakes, like we talked about, the snowflakes. So I got quite a bit of water, so I'm just going to pull some up with my tissue napkin here. I just don't want too much water. I want the effect. I just don't want all the water. Otherwise, we'll be sitting here forever. Well, not forever, but you get my point. I'm just adding big drops of water because I want more negative space. And my gel plate hopefully has not dried yet. No, it hasn't. Okay. So this is an easy trick that you can do to get an effect. Okay. It's taking a little longer than I expected, but that's okay. I'm just picking up the extra water, hoping the process will go a little faster. Let's go. This is where I'm getting impatient. Okay. I think that's good enough. And then let's take another. I want to take a different color, a different blue. So I use that one blue. I wish I had a really light blue without having to mix my own paints, but here we go. We're going to start mixing now. That's why I have this other gel plate on the side. I didn't realize that was that dark. Huh. Maybe we won't need to mix. Add a little bit more. All right. See how this turns out. I know this will definitely be a tone on tone because the blues are not the same. So, but what's the effect that it's going to be will be interesting. Now I'm just I'm just gently rolling my brayer over that because of the water. And let's see what we got here. And I totally forgot to get my pieces of paper out. Okay. Be great if I can do that. It wants to sit just a little bit more because the paper's trying to pull up. It did mix just a little bit, but it still gave me the effect I was looking for. So there we go. So now you have a tone on tone print. This could have sat on the plate just a little bit longer. So definitely when you're doing this, make sure I pushed this just a little bit too fast because some of the paint is still wet. And when it gets into like an in-between stage, it will want to stick to the plate. So I would let it sit there a little bit longer. Anyway, so that's the print there. All right, let's go with, thank you, Christina. Yeah, I really like that effect. The you putting blue on your, man, I just had this open. Putting blue on your or any color on your plate and then add some water to it. But then I would really let it dry. I just got impatient. I would caution pulling that up too quick. All right. I have a new tool here. New piece of trash. As soon as I find it. So I don't know what this is too. It's some kind of adapter, but I thought, let's try this out and see if this will even work. It's pretty flat, but we're going to press it. Oh, my paint kind of moved. Let's see if that makes a print. Oh, it does. Cool. Now, if I could just find 3 or 4 more, that would be great. Could put them on I could glue this on a piece of cardboard and make like a stamp out of it. Because it's pretty, it's like it's definitely hard to pick up off the paint. So when I have something like that, I usually take a piece of cardboard and I'll glue it to a piece of cardboard with a hot glue gun and make my own stamp with it. It would definitely go a lot faster too. I'll just say that. So what I'm going to do on Saturday and Sunday as well is I will be doing jelly printing. I really want to get jelly printed papers for this other project that I wanted to start and that I haven't. I just haven't had the time to just sit down and do it. So that's what I'm going to do Saturday and Sunday. So if you are interested in me doing some jelly printing, definitely tune in for that or watch the replay. But I am planning this weekend the lives for the next few days. I may go a little longer on Saturday. Just depends on what's going on. but I won't be able to do that today. So now that this is on here, let's see what we can do about. I'm just working on drying here. Some people do take a hair dryer to their on cold or cool. They take a hair dryer to their gel plate. I do not do that. I haven't ever done that. I don't know if I'd advise it. But I guess you could try it, but hey, it's on you. Like I just I don't see it hurting it if as long as it's on cold, but you do not want to melt your gel plate. These things in my mind are too expensive to kind of mess with, right? So, but you can do it. I just don't know how it'll turn out for you. I purposely don't do it. So, I was gonna go with a darker blue, but I'm not. I got too much black in there, so we'll see how that turns out. Where is my knife palette? I don't see it on my desk. Well, nope, it can't be that. Okay, just gonna take a little bit. I just want a little. Oh, that's a lot of black. Ah, this is not gonna turn out the way I want it to turn out. Just stay in that one spot, Sherry. Oh, it didn't happen. Wow. All right. This did not do the thing I needed it to do. It might not work. You're watching me live make a mess. This is probably not going to turn out because the blue green is too light as it dried. And so you're probably not going to get the effect I was looking for. So we'll see what this turns out to be. Yep, that's how I see it, Christina. I'm not going to risk it for the biscuit. That's a knot in there. Yeah, it's definitely it's hard to see. I should have just gone with regular blue. So now I have a big blue piece of paper. But I mean, you can see the textures in there, but it's just not what I was hoping for. I should have just put like a lighter blue on there. Oh well, we can always go back with that and put another print on top. That's called layering your prints. Let's see if I can get some of this, salvage some of this black here. Because I just put too much on my plate. All right. Let's try it again. And this time I am going to go lighter. I was trying to see if it would work going darker, and then I got too much black. So here we are. That was not a good print there. My little fingers got blue all over them. Boy, I tried out not two different hard techniques, but two different techniques that take a little bit of time. Wow. That's okay though. That's okay. This time we're going to go with a light blue, and that way you could really see the definition of this little trashy tool that I'm using. Okay. So, and some of it's starting to dry, but that's okay. We'll let that sit there for a minute, and we'll just go in with some white. Good old trusty white. The thing about black and white, you have to only just add a little bit to alter the color. And yeah, when I put that blue down, it just did not do the thing I wanted it to do. I mean the black, sorry, it just added. I had squeezed out a little bit too much black, like a lot of too much black. Oh, it's starting to dry. I could tell by the way it was pulling up the paint. So what I'm going to do is get my papers ready. And I'm going to add a little bit of blue because I saw that paint pick up. Yeah, it's picking it up. Dang. All right, let's see what we do. We just got to go for it and hope it turns out. I don't think today is not my jelly printing day. I didn't have enough paint on my plate. Oh, mine is 9 by 12. No, sorry, 12 by 14. 12 by 14, Christina. I have a bigger one. I have a 16 by 20. That's the one I hardly ever use. But when I do use it, I use it mostly for fabric gel printing. And this 12 by 14 I use most of the time. I have my 8 by 10s, obviously, but I tend to use those more as palettes and roll off the paint there. Now I tend to like my gel prints where they're going edge to edge. So I like my plate to be bigger than my paper. But I have used copy paper on here. Like if I'm just doing copy paper prints, I have used, just my 8 by 10, but I don't like the whiteness around the edge. So But to me, that's like wasting space. All right, let's see how this turned out. It'll probably be another disaster. Oh, it's not another disaster, but it's not the print that I was hoping for. So I'm not going to attempt that again. So we have this one. It's kind of cool. I could go with this one. This other one here. Yeah, I would just want to put a stencil on top of that. So let's take one last pull. Let's layer another thing on here and see what we get. Now, I don't know if you've seen this. I think this was the Rocher candy holder. But what I liked on the back of it, I like the plainness on the back of it. So I want to try that. And we're going to go with we're going to need, because this is darker, you're going to need a lighter color, or you go really black. So the contrast has to be there. So you got to go really light or really dark. So we're going to go really light. Okay, maybe not really light, but lighter. If you just want it to be subtle, then I would just go lighter. So okay, maybe it will be really light. We'll find out. Okay, it's really light. Here we are. That's okay. I knew I put too much white down. So let's see what this looks like. Yeah, it is. It's not a cool looking enough of print. Okay, so then this is where you get other tools out to take up some more of that paint off the plate. I was hoping for more negative space is what I was hoping for. So that's what that print did. But we are going to, this is my bottle cap stamp. So we're just going to stamp some more circles. Okay, now we're talking. Oh, one of the stamps came off. Well, we'll glue that back on. Okay. I am going to add a little bit of water because I want some of that effect. See if we can get it on here. Not seeing it yet. There it goes. Over here, I need some more. I'm just dabbing up the water, and it's by me doing that, it's activating the paint underneath it, so I'm good with that. It's starting to do this thing. So, um, when just experimenting like we've been doing today, it really helps you with your mindset. Not from the fact that, you'll have trial and error with gel printing, experimentation, but it keeps you wanting to know more, right? So that's what it's about. It's is to see. Hold on one second. I'm trying to do two things at once. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do this. The experimentation to me, and this is just my opinion, with jelly printing, helps my mindset because I want to learn more. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try this. That didn't work. Let's try that. Oh, that worked. Let me write that down. I want to try that again. And that helps my stress level from the perspective of I'm not thinking about the problem. I'm not in my head. You've heard me say that before. I got out of my head and I'm trying something else. So, um, I'm hoping this will work. Are we ready? Oh, this now, Christina, check this out. This really turned out cool now. It really toned down that paper that was dark. I like it. And see how the darkness is pulling up. So that's why you have to have a contrasting color, because the negative space where the stamps were, the bottle cap stamps were, really pulled that forward. Now, it did not do the effect like the other one where it was all speckled because I didn't let it dry. But so I'm just rolling out my brush here. I thought it turned out pretty cool. All right. And then we have this one. I don't know if I could pick anything up off of it. Oh, we got some. We can pick up some paint. Let's see what we can do. It's not going to pick up a lot because it's already dry and most of the paint's gone. But it added some blue to it. Hold on. So we got some other colors in here. Yeah, I don't have anything left on the plate. It's all dry. No, I picked up some more. Let's see if we can get some more outer edges. There we go. Okay. Well, those are those two. So with that, I will be wrapping up my jelly printing session, but I need to make some more blues and other colors. And so tune in tomorrow when I can go longer and we'll do some more jelly printing with trash and we'll get some stencils out and maybe combine the two and all the things, right? I also have some foam stamps that I haven't played with in quite a while. I think that would be fun as well. So with that, go and experiment. When you're doing your jelly printing, how does that make you feel? What is the thing that you're really excited about or that relaxes you as you gel print? So, Christina, who joins me every morning, she told me that she likes when she pulls the print. And I have to say, that's pretty exciting when you pull the print. And and as you saw today in my live, I had some errors, trial and errors, and um you just got to remember that sometimes you get into playing and you don't remember like the basics, like, oh, I should have done this, I should not put too much black into my blue paint, like I did, right? To pull the print. Okay, well, let me go try that again. And so then we had a different result. And so, you know, that exploration of experimentation to me is relaxing. And that's the piece I think I like the most out of jelly printing is the experimentation and keep trying new things and pushing the envelope. And yeah, I can get impatient just like everybody else. And, but when do you need to just walk away? And I wasn't going to walk away from that print because here I am doing a live. So I knew that that wasn't possible. But there are those times where you're going to have to just let it sit, walk away, and come back. So, with that, I hope you have a great day and thank you for watching Ratchet Up Your Art.